And I currently live in Texas. This is just gonna be a short intro video because honestly I just need to start being consistent with posting. I am not gonna cap. I've been very afraid to post a video for the longest, and honestly I really need to get out of that and just start being consistent with myself, because if I don't start now, then I'm gonna be doing the same shit for the rest of my life, I swear. And I don't want to be that person who's just like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, but then not do it. Like, I really need to get out of that. But I'm not sure where this video is gonna go. I just know I'm just gonna post raw footage, basically while using my phone. I mean, I have a camera, but I don't know, I just feel like the quality isn't as good as my phone. Like, I could literally do a lot with my phone, and I didn't realize that till a lot of people were pointing it out. Like, you right. It may have been pointless to buy a camera, but it's okay. Because I'm going to use it, because I have a lot of footage on there that I may or may not post. I'm still trying to decide, because I have to learn how to edit at some point. But what I really just want to talk about, I really just want to basically introduce myself. Like I said, I'm 27 years old. I was born in Tokyo, Japan. My parents were in the military. I claim St. Louis as my hometown because that's where I grew up. That's where I became me, the person that you see right now. My mom hates that. Hey mom, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but I have a lot of love for St. Louis. Like, I learned a lot about people, about society, about myself. I know you didn't like me or anybody. You didn't like staying in the city at all because you feel like it's dangerous. Look, I mean, you're not wrong per se. You're not wrong. But it was just, I don't know, I just like most parts of St. Louis because it was just, I don't know, it's just, St. Louis has a lot of happy moments, and a lot of people overlook that because so much mess goes on. And I mean, it is what it is. We moved to Texas. Well, they moved to Texas before me, but I moved to Texas in 2018, I believe. And I mean, it's pretty cool for the most part. Would I say Texas was my first thought to move to? Like, no, not really. I see myself as a city kid. Like, I see myself living in a loft with busy traffic, you know, like the city life is what I like, to be quite honest. I don't like living in a suburban area. It's just too quiet and nothing happens. Not that I enjoy all that extra nonsense, but I'm just saying, I hope some of y'all understand. What else? I'm not sure what else to talk about, to be quite honest. I'm really just trying to put myself out there and like show who I am as a person, because I'm still trying to figure out my needs, still trying to figure out who I am and what I'm trying to do. But I do know that I basically just want to express my thoughts and opinions, and it's okay if you don't disagree with how I feel or how I'm thinking, because I mean, we're all different. We all have different thoughts and experiences. So I mean, don't be hopping in my comments talking no mess. I don't have time. Y'all not finna drag me, goddammit. Y'all not finna drag me. Let's see. I'm not entirely sure, but I know I'm gonna put my social media handles in the description below if you guys would like to follow me and see what I do on a regular basis. I'm gonna try to post at least once a week. I'm gonna try, but we'll see how that goes. But I'm really just trying to figure it out. I mean, it's gonna take me a minute because I don't know if I'm a YouTuber or not, but we gonna figure it out together. We're gonna figure it out. But this is just gonna be like a short video. don't know. We'll see what I do. Yeah, this is just gonna be an intro video, basically just talking about me. If you would like to, go ahead, like, subscribe, and share if you can. And y'all can definitely just give me ideas on what you think I should talk about, or what you want to hear, or what you want to watch, so I can, you know, I just need a little bit of guidance just to see what y'all want to hear from me. Because I know a lot of people are just like, ooh, you should do story time. And I'm just like, you know what? I can do story time because I have a lot of experiences and a lot of misadventures. People who follow me on Snapchat, y'all know what I'm talking about. I have a lot of mishaps. I am so clumsy, it's not even funny. It's not even funny. Like, recently, I had bought a wax warmer. And in the back of my head before I bought it, I was like, I'm probably gonna make a mess. I'm probably gonna mess this up. I'm going to mess this up. And not even 2 weeks later, not even, I think it was barely a week, to be honest. It was barely a week. And I don't know if Shay called me. I'm not sure. Somebody called me. And I think it was Shay because we were both home. I get up not knowing that the cord is wrapped around my ankle. Not even wrapped around my ankle, but it was like snagged on my shoe. I get up and everything just falls. And I'm just like, bruh, come on. But it was like, I really should have just listened to my intuition, because I'm clumsy and I have a hard time with accepting that, because I'm like, I'm not clumsy, but I'm clumsy as hell. I'm not gonna cap, I'm clumsy as hell. And it's a mess. I made that mess right before I came out here to my mom's, and I got some spray to put on it, but for some odd reason, the spray bottle wasn't spraying. It wasn't doing its job. It wasn't giving what it was supposed to give, literally, because I was trying to make sure I cleaned up before I freaking left. But I was like, you know what, my lift is coming, I don't have time. I'm gonna just go ahead and just leave it there, and I get it when I get it. I don't want to seem like that person, but it was just like, I had to go. I'm on a schedule here. And also, I'm gonna tell y'all about my Greyhound bus ride from hell. And it was my first one too, so that just made my experience just the worst, to be quite honest. So usually I take a train or I hop on a plane, but the train seats were sold out and the plane tickets were just too freaking expensive, and I was just like, okay, look, we're not doing that. Karma said, babe, we had a conversation, boom, okay, I'm gonna just get on the bus. And the first half of the bus ride, it was cool. It was cool, you know. It was just probably 5 passengers, including myself and the bus driver. It was a pretty cool ride. I took me a nice little nap. I was calm, had my little snacks, watched a little YouTube, watched a little Netflix, you know. I was chilling. And we get to Waco, and we have to wait on our Dallas bus, because the Houston bus was there, but I was just like, well, okay, I guess we gotta wait. We waited for 2.5 hours. And I was like, y'all wasn't gonna tell us what time the bus came? Like, I didn't understand it. So 2.5 hours rolled by. My phone is basically dead, and I'm just like, God, I can't be out here like that. Like, I really do need to invest in one of those chargers to carry around and shit, because I never keep my phone charged. It's pretty bad. But my phone is dying, and then the bus actually gets there. Now the bus pulls up, it is packed like sardines. There's so many people on this bus, and I was just like, all right, well, so much for personal space. But I was like, you know what, it is what it is. It's the holiday weekend, that's expected anyway. And then the bus driver gets off the bus, and we have to put our luggage on the bus. And I was just like, well, the old lady who drove the first bus, she was happy to grab my luggage and put it on the bus. And he was just like, yeah, put it right there. Yeah, no, move that. Don't put it there, put it over there. And it was just like his tone. I ain't like his tone. I'm just like, his customer service is ass. Like, sir, do you not like your job? Like, if you don't like people, why are you doing this? Like, I don't understand. You're gonna be around a lot of people with different attitudes and different personalities, so you need to really watch your tone. And he was old too. And I was just like, all right. And in the back of my head, I'm just like, I don't like this man tone. I feel like we're gonna have a hard time. But right before we leave, and I'm getting on my bus, and he checks the ticket, he was like, all right, okay, well, we're full. You can either wait or sit on the floor, however you want to do it. And I was just like, and there was 2 more people left to get on the bus. And I was feeling bad because I took the last seat, and I was just like, bro, I mean, they paid their money just like everybody else did. Like, I mean, I don't want them sitting on the floor, but how do y'all just let this shit happen? Like, how do y'all get overbooked? It didn't make any sense to me. But I went through a third party. That's how I got my ticket. So I'm not sure if some people went directly to Greyhound or not, but I went to a third party and got my ticket. Excuse me. So, you know, eventually he was like, all right, well, y'all gonna have to sit on the floor. And they got on the floor, but it was just like, bro, like, I should file a complaint. This is, like, not safe. It's like, isn't this illegal? Like, this isn't safe. They don't have seats to sit in, or let alone, you know, any space. COVID, hello, Rona. She out here touching folks. Like, no. But, and, you know, like, probably an hour in, because this guy was on his phone having a conversation, but it wasn't bothering me. It was just interesting hearing him talk, and it was just like, wow, you really gonna say that out loud? Like people really not gonna listen? Like, I mean, most of us had our headphones in, but he was kind of loud. But he wasn't that loud to where I was getting irritated. But the bus driver was like, hey guys, can you like keep your voices down? You know, there's other people on the bus. Let's just, you know, keep it together. And I was like, what is he talking about? I mean, he's not bothering us, but okay. All right, let me not say anything. You're the bus driver, not me. And then like maybe 30 minutes ago, and he was like, 30 minutes later, and he was just like, now I'm not gonna repeat myself again. There are other people on this bus. If you're gonna be loud, he was just basically complaining about noise, but nobody was really talking for real. So that's what got me, and I'm just like, so you just complaining at this point? You just complaining. Oh, okay. And he just seemed like an asshole, and he was driving like a bat out of hell too, and I was just like, okay, all right, I don't feel safe. I'm uncomfortable with him. It wasn't nobody around me, because the dude that I was sitting next to, he was pretty nice. He was quiet, you know, minded his business. You know, like, the people around me were fine. It was just the driver itself, and it was just like, bro, I don't like this man. And towards the end, when we were actually on our way to the Dallas station, this older gentleman had got up thinking it was a stop. Now, we all thought this was the stop we were at, because he was basically saying his goodbye, like, all right, we had made it to Dallas, da-da-da-da-da. I'm just like, sir, you could have did that prior to pulling up to the front door, not saying that at the damn light where everybody, because the windows are big and tall, so we can't necessarily see where we're at, and it's dark. The lights weren't on, so we were confused. As a whole, all of us were confused. And it was just like, he started driving, and the old man basically lost his footing. Like, 5 people had to catch him and keep him from breaking all of his shit, to be quite honest. And I was like, oh my God, he does not give a fuck about our lives. Like, you are driving crazy. And you didn't even, like, you could have just informed him, like, hey sir, you might want to sit down, we haven't made it yet. Like, you just didn't care. You didn't give a damn. I was like, man, if I knew what number bus, actually I had my ticket, maybe I do know what number bus he was driving. I'm gonna try and file a complaint on that man, because I'm like, I don't want you to lose your job, but after that little ride, you shouldn't be driving for Greyhound. You need to be working in the post office. Honestly, you need to be working in the post office. He had the attitude to work in the post office, to be quite honest. Because, you know, when you go to the post office, some folks be having attitudes. I'm just like, I understand. You on your feet all day, baby. I get it. I get it. I just want to send this package off and go on about my day. I don't want no problems. But yeah, that bus ride from that bus ride from Greyhound was just, it started off cool, and then it just got irritating. And I was like, this will be the first and last time I travel by bus, because that was ridiculous. City bus compared to a Greyhound bus are 2 different things. Like, bruh. No, I mean, I done met some bus drivers throughout the years, but this one takes the cake. man, I swear to God, I wanted to cuss him out a few times. Like, sir, shut the F up and drive this bus. I don't know what you complaining for, but everybody back here is minding their business. If this man is on his phone being loud, then hey, we just gonna let him be loud. Most of us have our headphones anyway. We're not even paying him any attention, for real, for real. But whatever. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the video with this. I appreciate all of you for taking the time to watch this. I really hope that you guys are willing to watch me grow into an amazing woman with all the life lessons and experience, because honestly, I experience a lot of shit on a regular basis. I am not going to cap. I am not. I go through a lot of shit, got a lot of mishaps, but I'm probably gonna start off by doing story time for sure, because I swear to God. But go ahead, like, share, subscribe. Again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this, and I will see you guys later. Bye.